Hey everybody, Joan Zodianz here, and welcome back to another episode of Spiritual Zundayz. This week we're going to be talking about Mercury in retrograde, so it's going to be a juicy topic. All right, so let's go ahead and just get into it. So, Mercury is going into a retrograde phase this Thursday on the 18th, where it will last until July 11th. On July 12th, it will station direct. Currently, Mercury is in Cancer, Cancer being a cardinal water sign. We have to prepare ourselves for any emotional misunderstandings, emotional miscommunications, even pertaining to body language. People can misread body language during this time. Our intuition will be backwards too. So you may overreact or assume somebody's intent when it's opposite of that. So if you do get into it with somebody, you start to feel some type of way, remember, just walk away from it. Take time to process your feelings. Take time to understand the message behind the message of where they're coming from or what they're trying to say. And it's not to say that we need to justify anybody's bad behavior, because if people were already abusive, it's just going to get more intense during a retrograde. They're just more sensitive and they're just more reactive during this time. So if you find yourself in that type of relationship with anybody, then please seek some help, seek some guidance, and see your way out of it. Astrology doesn't excuse anybody's terrible behavior. So I really want to make that clear. Astrology is used for self-development and self-awareness. It's to make positive changes, not to keep negative ones or to excuse negative ones, all right? Moving on, okay? Don't let me hold you up in my rant. With the new Mercury retrograde in Cancer, we will see a lot of positive changes too. So not all retrogrades are bad. They're really not as extreme as we think they are. We can see people becoming more sensitive if they weren't sensitive before. We can see a lot of people becoming more vulnerable and open to healing past wounds or overcoming trauma. This can also be a time for people having or experiencing a spiritual awakening. With Cancer being the zodiac sign of heart and home, we can see a lot of people refreshing those areas and wanting something new for themselves. So getting rid of a lot of things in their house or getting rid of a lot of things that have been holding them back mentally and emotionally. Sorry, I can't talk today. Like always, every week is like this. This can also affect your personal relationships and how you react to your relationships, or how somebody's reacting to you in a relationship where if they were sensitive, they become insensitive. So you have to watch out for that too. It's the kind of Mercury retrogrades to me are like being in Wonderland, where you're sitting with the Mad Hatter and everything is opposite. It's opposites day. And so nobody's really acting the way they normally act because they don't understand all of the universal energy that's affecting them right now. So they're just kind of off. They're having a lot of off days and their vibrations can be very low. So just be aware of that and be aware of the people around you that they may be more moody during this time. So just learn to accept and understand it and move on and live your best life. The more you gain energy awareness, and if you stay up to date and you know what's about to happen, more likely you'll be able to coast through any retrograde and just be like, oh, okay, this is happening because of this. And again, I'm not trying to say we need to excuse bad behavior from anybody, but we also don't need to react to it, okay? We don't have to react to it in a negative way. We could just be like, okay, you're doing this because of this, and I'm just going to go to the next room. I'm going to have my peace of mind. I'm going to take a spiritual bath. I'm going to do whatever I can to keep my vibrations high, and you're not going to ruin my day. And that's all I'm really trying to tell you. Again, if you are in a very toxic relationship, during a Mercury retrograde, it can be a time of cleansing your sacred space and getting rid of these toxic relationships, or coming to a closure or conclusion with a relationship as well. So take some time to really reflect on everything and everybody. And if you are feeling moody, it's okay to feel things. I'm not trying to say that you can never feel things during this time. You can definitely feel away, feel your feels, and, get to the root, to the core of where that pain or where that frustration is coming from. Do some journaling, find a creative outlet for yourself. I can't say that enough for people. And it's crazy because, we're still in a pandemic. Not every place is open yet. Not every state is open yet. Not every country is open yet. Okay. So there's a lot of people who are still stuck at home and don't know that they have to utilize their own skills to release some pent up anger or some pent up frustration or whatever they're feeling. Everybody needs that outlet. And if you don't have one, you can still learn. I still meet a lot of people who are like, well, I can't paint. I can't do this. I can't do that. The more you tell yourself you can't do anything, the less you can explore with yourself. You don't know what you're capable of until you try. I meet a lot of people who just paint for themselves just because it's a form of release. They don't have to show anybody. It's like keeping a diary. You don't show anybody. You just use it for yourself. It's personal use and personal gain. This is about self-development. This is about freeing your energy and really getting to know yourself on a mental and emotional or even spiritual level. So I recommend and I advise you, if you don't have any of these so-called skills, is open yourself up to learning something new. Okay. So we have this retrograde that's going to happen all the way until July 12th. And because of that, there will be a lot of hiccups or challenges that may come your way, or even delays in certain events can happen as well, or delays with money. Just a lot of things that can come up and bother you and create moodiness. So again, just open yourself up to it. If not, everything is optional. Don't kill me. And I will leave you guys with that for this week. We'll probably talk more about it next week. If you are a Cosmic District member, you can log in and read the monthly zodiac horoscope, where I talk about how the retrograde affects your sun sign or your rising sign. I recommend reading both. If you're not a member, you can sign up for a 7-day free trial. It's up to you. Also optional. Don't crucify me. And I will see you guys next week. Oh, wait, before I forget, I am hosting an astrology workshop next month. Next month is my month. This month is Coco's month. If you don't know who Coco is, she's my business partner in Zodianz. And she's holding a tarot workshop right now. You can still catch it. You can catch the replay. It's for 3 weekends. And this month and next month, I'll host 3 weekends where I'm teaching people how to read a natal chart. So if you want to get into that, it's only for Cosmic District members. You pay a monthly subscription and you can get access to a whole bunch of things, but I'm not going to list them all right here. You can learn through the link below. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.